As with everything, however, we decided to do a good amount of research before making our final purchase, just to make sure we really make the best decision. By the time we were done considering all our options, we had realized we'd compiled a pretty decent little list of recommendations, so we figured we'd as well share it with other crafters who are looking for the same kind of machine. Check out the 6 best sewing machines for kids that we came across in our search. Number 1. KPCB Kids Sewing Machine. Are you a little less concerned with the color of your child's new sewing machine because they are slightly older and very careful, so you'd rather a piece that functions a little more like the full-sized version in its features, just a little smaller and more manageable for kid-sized hands? Then we think you might have a better time with something like this uniquely shaped sewing machine designed specifically for kids, all thanks to KPCB Tech. This little machine comes fully equipped with a range of custom-sized essentials, saving you from having to buy them separately. In the kit, you'll find bobbins, spare needles, pins, and a thimble. You'll also find some fabrics that give your child all they need to make their first practice project, a cute Christmas bag that they can use to give a loved one a gift. Although this model is also equipped with a safety guard to protect your child's fingers, the guard doesn't entirely encase the needle and hide its functions in the same way as some of the other designs you've seen. The machine also comes with a built-in thread cutter, and LED light for good visibility while you work, and a full manual and tutorial DVD that simply and accessibly walks your child through how to thread, use, and care for the machine. It's also a very light model, made for kids. Number 2. Janome Arctic Sewing Machine. Have we really caught your attention with both the idea of a fun-looking machine exterior and the idea of a kid-friendly machine that functions almost like a full-sized professional model, only more accessible, but you're caught between the two? Then we're convinced you might prefer this adorable mint-colored design from Janome that's sized specifically for slightly smaller learners and based mostly on the function of easy-to-turn and simple-to-understand adjustable dials. Although the machine's frame is a cheerful color, it was actually specifically created from metal with durability in mind. Within this particular pack, the company includes a very straightforward diagram-based manual as well as some fun video tutorials on DVD to help your children learn instructional and visually how the machine is used and why certain things work the way they do. Just like a professional machine, this model has dials for adjusting speed, thread tension, stitch length, sewing direction, and automatic stitch type, including some of the basics every sewing enthusiast uses, like zigzag. Your child will also receive a removable free arm piece, dual retractable spool pins, and several useful presser feet so your child can learn how to change them and sewing different things with their different shapes. As if all of that wasn't enough, this award-winning little machine also comes in bright pink and cheerful blue, just in case mint isn't your thing. Number 3. Varmix Mini Sewing Machine. Are you feeling rather intrigued indeed by the idea of getting your child a user-friendly and kid-sized machine, but you have a feeling your little overachiever will want to make projects of all sizes, so you still want to make sure they have plenty of space to work with even though their machine is a little smaller than yours? Then we're pretty sure this model from Varmix that comes with its own easily attached and detached table for working on. Considering all of the functions and its extendable features, we could hardly believe the price of this particular machine, even given its small kid size. Rather than coming with a free arm feature for sewing things like cuffs and sleeves, which would inhibit the machine from getting quite as small as this one can, designers built it with a small cuff groove on the end that works like an introduction to proper free arm use. In terms of adjustable features, this machine is particularly well equipped when it comes to buttons and dials for controlling stitch speed, stitch auto type, sewing direction, thread tension, stitch length, and double threading capabilities. Just in case your child's learning process is a little tough on the hardware, this machine comes with a useful 1-year warranty and tech support. Number 4. Brother XM 1010 Stitch Sewing Machine. Are you still interested in at least a little bit of fun visual detail on your machine, but you're mostly prioritizing the goal of finding a model that would serve to transition your child from the miniature, plastic-guarded little kids machine they already have into eventually using a large professional machine more like yours? Then we think you simply must take a look at this model from Brother that has the perfect features for providing just the sewing experience you're looking for. This model is slightly smaller than a fully equipped machine and very portable. It also features 10 automatic stitch settings, including some that are basic fundamentals, some that are decorative and work like an introduction to using machines for embroidery, and even a useful but simple buttonhole setting. You'll also get 4 different detachable sewing feet for different functions, a straightforward manual, and a very simple instructional DVD that walks your child through the process of using each one properly. Number 5. Singer Start 1300 for sewing machine. Are you the kind of person who has pretty big brand loyalty to the kind of machine you learn it on or use because that's the type of function and layout you know the best, and you'd like to purchase the same kind of thing for your child so you can help them a little more effectively when they need it? Well, if your machine of choice has always been Singer, then we think you'll appreciate the way this next machine is modeled after their more professional and fully equipped options and laid out similarly, but this time slightly smaller and more simplified for kids and learners. Besides a great size and layout for young learners, this machine also gives you simple dials and buttons to make it as easy to use as possible. The automatic stitch type dial, for example, gives you 6 built-in stitch types that cover the basics and are easy to work with. You'll also find a simple press-down direction stitch, an adjustment dial for stitch length, prongs for 2-thread capability, and a very easy bobbin system that might take some learning but that's pretty standard across Singer machines, making it part of the reason this particular model is a great transition piece. This machine is also built intentionally durably with the understanding that wear and tear is a part of the process of gaining experience. The metal bedplate withstands all kinds of work but also lets you slide fabric through very smoothly indeed for a snag-free stitching experience. Number 6. Brother XM 2701 Lightweight Sewing Machine. Just in case you're still interested in a transitionary machine that's almost as fully equipped as a regular professional design, but that's a little smaller and more accessible, but you just haven't felt entirely convinced yet, here's another wonderfully colorful and learner-friendly model for your consideration. Brother offers you a model that's awesome for kids who have moved beyond some of the very little and safety-guarded machines we showed you earlier but aren't quite ready yet for their own full-sized machine that rivals yours. This useful little machine offers your child 27 built-in stitches to learn, some of which are basic essentials that everyone should learn and some of which are a little more fun and decorative. One of the fundamentals is a one-step buttonhole feature that helps even young learner try their hand at something they'll always need to know how to do. Beyond those settings, this machine comes with automatic needle threading capabilities, snag-free bobbin systems that are typical of most machines, 6 different useful sewing feet, a free arm feature, an instruction manual with its own tutorial DVD, and even a 25-year limited warranty to really make sure your machine lasts like the investment you intend it to be.